Well, hey, welcome back. It's time now to welcome a coach and a player, a squad that has long since deserved some recognition. I'm talking about a program that's still in its infancy stages as a 2-year-old. A coach that just finished his rookie season, but did it in style, leading the CSN Coyotes to its best record in school history. But I'm not stopping there. I have a local hooper that's gone from Silverado Skyhawks to the CSN Coyotes, and she's excelled so much that she was the team captain. Let's welcome CSN's women's basketball coach, Dan Savage, and sophomore Destiny Byrd to Sportsnet. How you guys doing?
Great.
Good,
Thanks
how
for
are
having
you?
us.
All right.
I
appreciate you coming in. Big smile. We like that. We like that. First, I got to start with you, Dan. How does it feel to take a program that's just in its infancy stages and achieve so much so quickly?
Yeah, it's a challenge, but it's the type of challenge that I like. It's all about building, adding new things, adding new ideas, not just on the court, but how we do things as a program and helping these young students get to the next level. Junior college is very different because the day my students step on campus is the day I'm trying to get them off campus. So it's a pretty unique challenge, but it's been fun. I've really enjoyed it so far.
And before I go to Destiny, I have to ask you this. When you got the head coaching gig, I mean, you had to be busting.
Yeah, it was fun. It was kind of an unexpected thing, but it was 4 days, I think, before our first game, and but we were kind of dialed in, ready to go, and it wasn't something I was necessarily looking for.
Yeah.
But now that I have it and I'm here, and they made it the full time, they took away the interim tag about halfway through the season, and now I'm excited to build this thing to the best of my ability.
Yeah. What's it like playing for this guy?
It's really dope, honestly. I feel like he has a pretty good connection with me and the players, and he knows where to put us all kind of and mesh together to become a team, and we were able to grow not just as teammates but as people too. I feel like I've grown a lot as a person at this school, really.
That's cool. That's cool. So being a Las Vegan, playing basketball here, how cool is the fact that they actually started the program back up at CSN and you were able to stay home and get an opportunity to play ball?
Well, it was really dope. I actually went to a school in San Diego my first year of college and came back. So for CSN to be here, and I kind of just, the team was put together really fast, I feel like, especially in the pandemic. So for us to have a home during a pandemic, it was really convenient, and I just really didn't want to not take advantage of the opportunity, really. So it was amazing, really.
All right. This is something that I talked to head coach at UNLV about, just the fact that the talent that is here in Las Vegas. Do you kind of feel that from playing high school ball here, that there's a lot of talent here in Vegas? Yeah,
I do. I think there's like a wide variety of just different positions. There's post players, there's guards, there's a whole bunch of different types of talent, and to be able to actually have a JUCO for those girls to come to and not just have to look out of state, we haven't really been able to experience that. So for us to experience that, like I said, in a pandemic too, it was just crazy, and it was good to be a part of.
All right. So Coach Dan, I like saying that, Coach Dan. When you see the video of you getting doused with water, because I remember you guys had the huge video. What do you remember about that? Just the feeling of actually having that come to fruition.
Yeah. Again, it was a big. The story behind that is we had lost to Snow College by 40 points at their place, and worked really hard to turn it around and won by a single point that game. So it was a big turnaround. I went and did the post game interview and had no clue walking into the locker room. I had no clue. Yeah. And it's good because it's we built a bond this season, the team and myself and my coaches. And for them to do that and seeing it here in the background, I mean, that's a little bit of a coach's
good thing it's
dream
muted.
Right,
I think that's my video. I was screaming so bad.
Yeah.
It wasn't.
Oh, you were?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't turn the volume up.
I actually had the volume. Yeah, we can't hear it now, but I had it when I watched it earlier.
We were so excited. Yeah.
No, that's really cool.
Yeah.
Whose idea was it?
I can't remember.
Right now if you want.
I can't remember because we had Coach Mo walk in, and then Coach Tracy was coming in there dancing in and out, and we're like, watch out, watch out. So we were taking so long with the interview, and everybody had their water bottles ready, and we were all kind of like behind the entrance, and we just made sure we had our water bottle and recording and everything, and right when we saw you, we got you.
It's what coaches coach for. I mean,
absolutely.
It's all about these guys. It always has been. It always will be. But that's shows the joy that they had of accomplishing a huge goal, is beating Snow College, and we did it. We kind of did it up in Salt Lake too when they were nationally ranked, and we upset them on their court. the locker room was pretty crazy that night too.
Yeah.
So you don't win every game. I don't think there's not an undefeated team in the country.
No, there's not.
No, so to get these wins, especially this is our first full year as a program, and to get these wins against these established teams is it bodes well for the direction the program's going.
Of course, it builds. I mean, you being here in Las Vegas, we have what the Lady Rebels have done. I mean, like, how the heck does LaRock go in her second season?
Yeah.
She wins the conference. She wins the conference tournament. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I mean, to have that going on, I mean, you to look towards her like, man,
For sure.
we're doing some stuff here in Vegas.
Yes, yeah, we've had a couple conversations. She actually came to a game with Essence and Etheridge.
Yeah.
They came to the game and watched one of our big wins and had a look at one of our players. We had an All-American, second team All-American on the team this year. So ultimately, of course, we're the junior college, like Destiny said, the junior college program here in Las Vegas.
Yes,
We'd love to bring in players that eventually end up at UNLV. If that's the role we could serve with them, would be great. That would be a great relationship.
So he mentioned that you guys have a second team All-American on your team. Her first name is familiar, no?
Yes, very familiar.
What's
familiar.
it like playing with Destiny?
I think she's amazing, really. She's a really good person on and off the floor. She just kind of does what she does. She's a great student as well. She's a great friend to have. Just a great person to be around and to play with too. She's not selfish or anything. She's not, just her character is really great, and I feel like everybody on the team can say that about her.
Yeah.
And that's just a really great player to have for a coach.
That's cool. What's it like to coach? Really? First full season?
Yeah, I know.
You got an All-American on your team? Like, really? That's what we're doing now?
And just to piggyback on what this Destiny said about the other Destiny, she's a 4.0 student. She's a great kid. When college coaches call, and we've had SEC coaches and Pac-12 coaches, we've had coaches from everywhere call about her. She's the easiest sell in the country for a junior college kid because she's high character, she's a walking double-double, and she's a 4.0 student. So we'll see. We'll see. We should know in the next week or two. She's got a couple visits, whether she's going to go or come back for a sophomore season.
Oh, wow.
Awesome. She's only a freshman.
Did that her freshman season. Wow.
Yep. Player of the year in the conference and second team All-American as a freshman.
Destiny
Brown.
Yeah, Destiny Brown. So DB, another DB.
Destiny Byrd.
Another DB. So Coach was saying this, that his goal, as soon as you step foot on campus, getting you the heck out of here. Like, that's what we want to do. So with that being said, sophomore, where are you trying to go? Any offers? What are you looking at doing?
I do have an offer from Carolina University. It's a Christian school in North Carolina.
Okay.
I have a couple more, looks on the East Coast, and gonna attend some tryouts as well. So I'm trying to push, going back to the East Coast and experiencing some more culture. But yeah, I feel like Coach Savage has held my hand through it all, and he's always asking me what else can he do to help me with the process. There's so many factors that go into recruiting, so I feel like to have that, it's really, it relieves a lot of stress because it can be super stressful. But yeah, I'm just kind of,
Kind of weighing your options?
Yeah, I am.
What would you consider going to a HBCU?
Oh, most definitely. That's at the top of the list right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good ones out there.
Yes.
A lot of good ones out there.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
That's at the top of the list for me.
So I'm assuming that as a coach and having a team full of young ladies, that you're like a proud papa, like when you're with them, aren't you?
Oh, this is I think the 27th or 28th year of coaching, and something I really hang my hat on is a lot of those kids from even 20 years ago still stay in contact with me, and I'm their coach forever, and I tell these guys that I'm their coach for life. To me, it's always been what happens beyond basketball is basketball comes and then it goes and then it's over. And how can I help these young ladies and the young ladies and men that I've coached in the past? The relationships are strong from years ago, and her and I talk about it all the time. And a lot of the kids in the team is I want to be here for you for questions, for anything. We're mentors.
Yeah, absolutely.
Coaches
Absolutely.
is the easy part. Is being here for these young ladies and these players and making sure they get the most out of what we can offer as a staff and as a school is huge. But yeah, proud papa to a lot of them.
No, I get it. I've had interns. One of my interns just got a job at ESPN like a few months back. He called me before the interview and afterwards. I feel just like you. I don't have that many, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
but
still,
I completely get it. I wonder about this for you. What's going on right now? Just like the eyeballs that are on women's basketball. You know, we got the championship game tonight. First of all, who you going for? UConn, and you got South Carolina.
I think I want to go with South Carolina, to be honest.
Okay,
Zaya Cook is from Toledo, Ohio, which is where my family's from, so I got to stick with it.
Okay.
Got to stick with it.
Okay. Before I ask her a question, who do you got?
I mean, I got to go UConn now.
Wow.
I'm a New Englander, so.
Oh, that's right.
I mean, UConn's just south of New
Can we
England.
get his microphone and get this guy up? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, one of us will win tonight.
Right.
Yes, one of you will win tonight. Okay. But with that being said, like the eyes of women's basketball, I mean, that has to make you feel pride. And just the fact that you have the aces here, and it seems like the spotlight is on women's sports. It's just growing and growing and growing.
Yeah, I really love that a lot. I think a lot more attention, I think media-wise, is going towards women's basketball. There's a lot more leagues. There was just that college, a few WNBA players were playing in that
When
league.
they had here in
yes,
town,
yes.
where the coaches were players.
Yes, and like they played for their charities and stuff like that. I think that's really amazing. And for, I feel like more so men to recognize how much women can do within the sport and how also lucrative too. I feel like a lot more college athletes are having more financial opportunities with the sport, and they're kind of catching up to the men. So I feel like that's really good to see that, and it's kind of something for, I think, players that are kind of in high school, middle school, for us to look forward to, because now it exists, you know.
Yeah. You ever think about, like, man, I wouldn't mind being a pro in the future? I mean, obviously you're smart and you have different goals as far as education wise, but you ever think about maybe that as a goal?
Yeah, I don't know if I've ever seen myself kind of stop being around the sport. Even if I'm not playing, I kind of want to be around it in some aspect. So I feel like wherever the game takes me, I'll allow it to take me there. But there's so many avenues now, especially for women, that are just being recreated, even stuff like this, interviewing and stuff. So yeah, I definitely want to stay around the sport for sure.
She'll be a coach someday.
Yeah.
She'll be a coach.
She'll be a coach. I've already told her that.
Yeah.
She'll be a coach. It's in her blood.
Yeah.
She'll be I like that. I like that. Now for you, the fact that, I mean, women's sports is so big, the spotlight. We're on TV. We're talking about CSN, the Coyotes. What would you like to tell the people of Las Vegas about your program, what you guys are doing? Because, I mean, a good opportunity to kind of give them and pitch to folks.
Sure.
Come out and support. You know, you guys are doing a good thing.
Yeah, well, before we even get out and support, honestly, so our school works on an 80% rule where 80% of our roster has to be local within the state.
I like that.
That's something that no other team in our division does, and I don't know too many other schools that actually do that. So I saw 40 high school games this year looking at local kids. So our job, and trust me, we recruit up north. We have a girl from Lowry High School in Winnemucca come in, and
where?
Winnemucca.
Winnemucca. Oh, hey, you can't be doing that. We gotta, censor us. Anyway.
No, it's all good. So the local athletes, it's going to take time for people to understand that CSN plays in the Scenic West, a Division I JUCO program, against some of the top teams in the country: College of Southern Idaho, Salt Lake, Snow, some of these amazing programs. So it's going to take a minute for us to get the word out that we're a legit JUCO D1 program.
Yes.
And we'll eventually get those top-notch players that don't quite have the offers they want at the next level to understand they come help us, let us cultivate their game, get them to the next level, use our connections to get them, into the schools that they're interested in. And but yeah, it's, community sport will come. We know that. There's a lot of competition for the entertainment dollar here in Las Vegas, right?
Yes.
So we understand that junior college basketball is not the highest priority, but we're building it. We're going to start doing some youth clinics to get the younger kids in the door and get people to understand that CSN has a program. And I got to mention, the men's program is on its way too. Coach Russ Beck, those guys are on their way up, just like us. We got to build it. You know the old saying, you build it and they'll come.
Yeah,
so
absolutely,
we're not trying to rush having a packed house and playing in front of thousands of people. We want to be a true community team by having the roster represented by the community, and then throwing some wins in, and the rest will happen on its own.
See, that's what I'm talking about. Man, this guy, he should be on TV. Don't try to take my gig, man. I'm trying to take my gig. And one thing I would assume that, I mean, the fact that UNLV is doing so well, and Coach LaRocque, as you said, you've communicated with her, like, man, you guys can really be a feeding program.
Absolutely.
I mean, they're going to be a national. I'm predicting next season. I think that they're making some national recognition as far as like rankings.
100%, and not only that, I think they're going to do really well in the transfer portal. That's my just. I have no connection to what they're going to do over there, but I think they're just going to keep climbing. And again, is being in the backyard of them and being able to, you know, like I said, have players that they might be interested, not right away, but need a year to get better, need a year to get their grades up, is having a JUCO in your backyard is something that we'll work together, and we're both on our off season now, so hopefully we'll link up again and talk some more about it. But it's a natural relationship that I can't wait to grow.
Yeah, even though you're looking to get out of Las Vegas, obviously with the high school here, is that something maybe that your team talks about, players talk about, like, oh man, they recognize the fact that UNLV women's basketball is like, man, they're balling, like, man, I'd love to get over there?
Yes, most definitely. I feel like UNLV, they're kind of like they're just setting an example for us, really, and that is definitely something that we talk about as players as well. Yeah, I am kind of, personally, I want to branch back out and, you know, go over to the East Coast, but I feel like for players who want to stay here and want to just stay home and grind it out and have a good relationship with coaches within the city, this is, like Coach Savage said, it's a really good spot to start here and then go there if you're not already getting, you know, her attention, really.
Cool, that's what I'm talking about. See, that was easy, right?
Piece of cake.
You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
There we go. I really appreciate both of them coming in to speak with me, Coach Dan Savage and Destiny Byrd of the CSN Coyotes. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you.
Thanks, bro.